It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready? 30 base.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Let's go.
Now a carry for Lindsey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On second down, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Phillip Lindsey, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 180.
Check. 45.
Wait. Yeah.
Check. Hey, watch it. Slay.
Hey, 5-0.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll have a first down past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Block off of play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Lindsey. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing regular. Y'all playing PPP. Hey, wahoo!
Now Balaj. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 68 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice move at the 40. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Single, slot. Back. Regular.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Airing it out for Hearns. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Allen Hearns, 78 yards, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's get it. Ready.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Here we go. 18 games.
3 down.
5.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. 45.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Fitzpatrick, he's going to sling this deep downfield, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Lindsey on the toss left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Regular. What's the other? 61, matchbox lights.
They run it with Balaj. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
There you go, get out.
They'll run here with Balaj. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, color.
Balaj. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Laird, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Play 20.
Stay in situation. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Fitzpatrick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, Scooter.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Sherrills. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, it's Balaj. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
We got 4. Alert. 4. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.